Alaska was one of the 10 pilot states for the Community Food Systems training hosted by the University of Alaska Fairbanks Cooperative Extension Service. One thing we realized in this training was that having a framework that establishes a common language, a united mission, and achievable goals is vital to the success of a thriving, healthy food system. It's particularly important in Alaska, which is the largest state in the U.S., spanning almost 700,000 square miles, yet sparsely populated. The mere vastness necessitates some type of statewide framework for food systems to develop, to expand, and to span throughout the state. Though there are no defined borders, Alaska is generally divided into 6 regions. The most populous region is South Central. This includes the largest cities and the best road systems. Agriculture is big in this area, and many farmers markets flourish here. The Southeast region is the closest to the rest of the United States and houses our state capital. The Alaska Marine Highway provides a vital form of transportation link throughout this area, as only 3 communities enjoy direct connections to the contiguous North American road system, and still they are not connected to other regions of Alaska. Southwest Alaska is a sparsely inhabited region stretching about 500 miles inland from the Bering Sea. One of our largest farms is located in this region in a little place called Bethel. More than 300 volcanic islands make up the Aleutian Chain, which stretches over 1,200 miles into the Pacific Ocean. Fisheries flourish in this region, though most of their catch is exported. The interior is the largest region of Alaska with some of the harshest weather patterns. Fairbanks is the only large city in the region, and it serves hundreds of villages across this area. The North Slope is mostly tundra dotted with small villages. The largest community in this region is the oil community. Both the National Petroleum Reserve of Alaska and the Prudhoe Bay oil field are located here. Oil companies have thousands of employees that are working in this area, so food is a very big deal. Not only is Alaska vast and isolated, it is culturally diverse. In the context of framework, agriculture has a different look and feel to these different regions. The westernized idea of agriculture is more prevalent in regions where the demographics are largely Caucasian. But whether it be whaling, using a fish wheel to collect salmon from the river, or simply harvesting berries, the indigenous people of Alaska have cultivated and survived off the land and its agriculture long before hayfields, peonies, and potatoes were ever introduced into the soils of Alaska. As cultures integrate, difficulties often occur simply because the same language is not being spoken. Framework allows the beauty of agriculture to be embraced by all. Since Alaskans import 95% of their food, the cost skyrockets as it is shipped to remote communities. The risk to the future of food security is a valid concern as food arrives by airplane, barge, or is trucked in to various locations in Alaska. Though many in rural communities live below the poverty line, the cost of groceries is elevated and often unaffordable, and the quality may arrive subpar. What is the answer? Through the Community Food Systems training, it was clear that by embracing a common framework, knowledge and resources may be shared. This allows communities to be proactive and creative in maintaining healthy food systems. And it begins with a common language. Once we speak the same verbiage, many barriers are overcome. We are able to share our resources, whether it be food or the knowledge of how to preserve it. When we have the framework of common goals, we can learn from others' experiences and gain a better understanding of their environment. By honoring the old way of doing things, embracing new ideas, and agreeing on common practices with a shared common language, our state will thrive. With these common ideas in place, we can move forward and work to fill in the current gaps within the food systems here in Alaska. Communication and frequent connection ensure resources are pooled and available to all, regardless of location or ethnicity. Through the CFS training, it was clear that regardless of whether or not a state is isolated, such as Alaska, one group or agency cannot meet the needs of the whole. Partnerships are key to a healthy food system. Bringing nonprofits, federal and state agencies, as well as our Cooperative Extension Service, together provides a complete balance of expertise, research, knowledge, and passion to ensure food systems in Alaska thrive. It all begins with framework. Establishing a firm foundation on which to grow and build is imperative.